Assalamu alaikum all. Today I'm going to be talking about how to teach your kids another language in a fun and natural way. Now I've been mainly talking about teaching myself another language, but today I want to talk about how to get your kids teaching a language. And my oldest son, he's just sort of started learning French, and it's kind of happened in a natural kind of way, but I've definitely learned a lot of lessons from that I definitely want to encourage, and I'm going to explain those lessons in today's video. So yeah, I just want to say, if you're new here on this channel, I share my journey learning languages as a Muslim. Now, the first motivator I would say to get my son learning another language was visiting France. That was probably the biggest motivator to get him learning. He loved going to France. He's been there about 3 times now. He loved the culture and seeing everything and just being in a totally different place with a different language. And I think we really kind of encouraged him to kind of like learn more about French. And he loves the food. He loves going to the bakery. And we used to go every morning and get some bread and some pastries and stuff like that. And yeah, we found the last time we went, found this amazing bakery near the Gavre, and yeah, it was fantastic. We used to get eclairs there. He loved the meringue citron, and we used to get the baguette traditionnel. So yeah, really great. I mean, absolutely loved that bakery. Probably the best bakery I've ever been to, like anywhere, even in France. So. And he saw me trying to speak French, and I was learning it, and he thought it was quite cool that, hey, look, my dad's actually been trying to learn this language, and now he can actually say a few things in it and communicate with people. And I definitely believe that kind of sparked an interest in him as well. And my son is 12, and he's never kind of really said he's wanted to learn another language or anything. Just like a typical kid, loves football, PlayStation, all the usual sort of stuff, hanging out with friends, his cousins, and that sort of stuff. So yeah, and yes, I was really kind of surprised how he kind of got into the language. And then I started doing Duo Lingo, and then he started using Duo Lingo as well, and it's free. So it's something that we could put on his phone, and he doesn't have any restrictions on it. So he's got an Apple iPhone, and we kind of restrict some of the other apps he can use. But with Duo Lingo, we let him use it as much as possible. And because he's been sort of almost restricted from the other apps, he's been using Duo Lingo as much as he can, and he loves it. He's kind of really got into it. It's a really fun way for him to learn another language. And yeah, he's been building up his streak. He's been doing it for over 30 days now. I think he's coming up to 40 days, and he does multiple lessons a day, a lot more lessons than me. So he's kind of really like speeding along through it. And I think he loves the fact that he's kind of picking up stuff in French. And because I'm learning French as well, he wants to compete with me. It's sort of fun, like me and him kind of like trying to learn French. Oh, what does this mean in French? How do you say horse in French? How do you say like a car in French, and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, really interesting. And so that's quite good. I definitely want to keep that up. I love that kind of aspect of it. Anything I can do to kind of encourage him to learn more about French or another language is fantastic. And also another thing is we have a goal. So we're going to France again in the summer, and he wants to be able to speak French by then. So that's been really good. So he's really speaking and trying to get his language learning and everything up and going. So that's a fantastic thing as well. So yeah, I'm really happy that he's trying to do that, and really want to kind of encourage it as much as possible. And it'd be amazing, like if we do actually go to France and get all his own food and do a few things like that. So yeah, that'd be fantastic. Another thing is he is learning French at school. So, by learning it by himself as well, that will give him an advantage. And he's already decided that he wants to do French in the exam because he's been doing all this kind of work so far and picking up stuff. So yeah, it's amazing. And yeah, I just want to keep it fun and enjoyable for him so that he can learn how to speak French. Another thing we do is we sort of test each other a lot. So when we're out and about, we will ask things and stuff like that. So yeah, that's quite fun. It's another good way to kind of learn, what is a dog, a chien in French, what is a cat, chat, or what is a horse, cheval. So go to the farm or something like that, try and pick up some words. So it's really good, and I'm actually kind of learning from him as well. So that's really interesting. And another thing that we are looking to sort of do more of is like watching TV shows in French, and even watching them with the English subtitles, because I think he finds it a bit different just watching something and not really understanding it, and that's something that he needs to get into. But even just anything just to get him listening more and more and more into the French language, I think that's really important. Even though he's kind of picking up all these skills, it's very important for him to listen and build that sort of comprehensible input that Steve Cresson talks about, and something that I talk a lot about in this channel, just watching YouTube and Netflix and whatever, like any sort of French TV that you can find, and just build up your kind of listening skills and kind of learning how the different tones, the speed and things like that, how people kind of think. It's very different from how the written word is. So yeah, we'll definitely look around for more programs. So I mean, some of the programs I watch at the moment probably not suitable for like kids, so we're definitely trying to find some other things on there. But yeah, there's definitely things around food and stuff that he likes. So yeah, hopefully we can watch more of that. And yeah, another thing I want to say definitely is it's definitely a great way to bond with your kids. You know, if you see your other child learning language, you're learning language as well. You both kind of got that fun sort of competitive side, but also it's a good way to bond. And I'm hoping that, you know, we can then kind of like really learn our French together and really communicate with each other in French as well. So I also speak Bengali as well, kind of understand bits of Hindi and Urdu and things like that. And my son, I also noticed that he's wants to learn a bit more about Bengali as well, so that's quite good. So he sort of understands quite a lot of it, but can't necessarily speak it. So yeah, it's just been fantastic, and I think it's going to have a great impact for him in his career as well, and just help. It's always helpful to know another language, great for his brain, and hopefully it'll pick up more languages as well. So yeah, if you've got any other comments, please put them below, and if you've liked this video, please smash that like button. Assalamu alaikum.